Hey guys, I'm back. It didn't actually take long, no more than 2 minutes left. I've already gotten all of the materials I need, so I'm actually going to show something else that you can do after I quickly get the first combo and get a couple of others done. This is mostly just to make sure that I'm not missing materials, but otherwise, after this burst comes up in a minute, it happens. You're gonna pick up the materials, and one thing you can actually do, and this is probably what you're gonna want to do, you're just straight up tired of your speedrun. When you don't want to fight the monster anymore, if you haven't killed it, of course you're gonna want to kill at least once. Of course, we did that in the last video. But then you can just give up and just end the battle early once you have all the materials, and that way you do not have to farm it anymore. Also, pretty much done as far as I'm aware. Yeah, even the common materials are up pretty highly, except for maybe this might be a little bit off. We have only 30 of every material. If we need to return to it, we'll just go back later, but I mostly just wanted to get the other stuff done. Now, unfortunately, I still did not get the Axillas, because that actually straight up is another one of the more brutal materials. So, anyway, I decided I'm going to move on to the next gem instead. That means first we need to actually go back to a camp. You can find it. I'll just go to any camp. Just go to the Fair Honest Halt just cause, I guess. So yeah, my thing does have a little bit of a thing you can look at. And that basically kind of tells you what we need. Some stuff we might have collected from before. Also, since this is a newer video and we just did a grind setup, I did not head to max level. I was about to say we should get back down to level 1. There we go. Yeah. Alright, the main thing we're gonna be going for now, though, is, already got all the stuff except for a little bit of Axilla stuff missing. This, we need, actually, we've already done a lot of the items. Flax we already farmed from a previous video, so I don't have to mention that again. And Toll we did in a previous video for, this part. Actually, no, wait. This part, because we needed leg chin before, and I noticed that I also need. So I did a little bit of extra grind to make sure that's done. So we need 2 items. But the first one we're going to do is Steel Urchon on. Now, there is also an upgrade item thing for a Soul Hacker skill upgraded. And to get that done, you need to kill this monster 10 times, so we're actually going to keep our levels at 99 just so we can get that done while we're here. There is a lower level unique, but is not really a good one to farm. Oh, I need to go out there super early. My bad. What I want to do is pin the items here so that we see where we're going. Anyways, so we need to go Adel Shill's camp in Cadentia, which conveniently we're already there, so that saves a lot of time. I think Adel Shill's is like really close by, like one of every areas, because I think last I heard it's one of the closer camps you visit in the game. I just need to actually find it. Nope. Not there. That's Inlet Camp. That's the sandbar. Oh, here it is. Anushil's camp. This one is actually a one that we missed, I think, as well. So, yeah, anyways, he's on a. This guy is on a small island, which is gonna be about northeast of Anushil's. Naturally, the fastest way to get to this is to embark on the ship and speed to this other area. It's actually around here last I checked. Oh, wait. Never mind, I did get him. I must have gotten him in a previous video when I was exploring. But, anyways, if I'm correct, this is where we need... Yeah, Barbed Mirad. This is the one we're going to kill. We do need to kill this thing 10 times for Soul Hacker skill. So until I see this your skill upgrade, I'm actually going to be doing this at 99 for a little bit. I like how he just kind of pops in there. He just dives in from like nowhere and suddenly there. Thankfully it is kind of still a tank-like monster, so it's still gonna be a longer battle. Whether we're low level or not. So it'll also have a lot more health because of that. The only problem part is that it's really hard to tell whether you are on this guy's behind or not. That is a big problem. Because it can be very confusing to tell whether you're on his side or not. So you kind of just need to look based off of the line you see. Like, see right now, Simo's being attacked. So you want to be to the side. Although sometimes they'll still look at him and do other stuff. Other than that, though, it's almost impossible to tell where he's looking. So you kind of just have to whatever stuff. Silly me, I'm still not set up a cooldown thing. I'll do that, I think, after this battle, though. It shouldn't really take too long. As though as well, I'm going to still be dying for almost anything, but again, I don't really know a good way to grind him, so I figured I'm going to do the rank 10 grinding now, because that'll help my challenge ranks for later, so if I do start grinding, that'll at least be easier, and I figured I could knock that out at the same time instead. So if anybody wonders why Noah's at level 1, it's exclusively for CP games, because again, lower level you are, the higher and more CP you get. So I want to maximize that as much as possible to make sure that it does not take any longer than it needs to. Just get a phase here. One thing I need to also remember is we want to phase every other person. So, right here we just want 2 days. They'll have a days back then, and then by the end of that, come the end of that, we will have Hermes up, and then we can use the couple of yeah. Again, though, it's really hard to tell where this guy's from is. So you kind of have a great choice to basically look at from the line perspective instead. So basically, look at whoever it's targeting. If you see a red line in front of your face, then you're probably facing yourself. If you don't see that, that was way too early. Oh, I think that still works. See if somebody else has a daze. There we go. When it gets close to the end of the health bar, you probably want to just do other stuff. Also, I'm not probably not really worth too much for experience. If anything, the change could have just been used for literally 1 round. Just guarantee that we get an extra daze, and then just leave. That's probably how you want to do it. The one thing I did forget to do, and I think I'm just gonna actually sub on everyone to make it easier. Except for Noah, because you can't really use that. Just gonna put device crushed on everything. So now we get to hear a bunch of this. It's quite funny. Trust me, this will help out a lot. It's just an extra little safety. It's not required to be used on everyone, but having that will help out a lot with just making sure that nobody ever doesn't have a daze up or doesn't have a burst up. Anyways, Thankfully, this monster doesn't take as long to farm the materials from, and on top of that, it's very useful. And also, the way this guy comes in is just sick. He just flies in from the water and does like a big flip before coming in. There's like some kind of tricks there. It's like a Urchon gymnastics. I didn't even know they could be that agile. That's crazy, dude. That's the one reason why I like some of these monsters. I swear, some of them enter like the most accurate. Anyway, I think I'm gonna do one more battle here before we move on to the next opponent. And yeah, the idea is basically, if anybody is new to this, by the way, just in case anybody's new to it, and what I'm doing, yes, this is grinding, I am showing a bit of it to pick it up. I am not going to be showing full of everything, so there will be stuff to it. That being said, my idea is basically, I'm going to show how to grind every single monster he's normally required for other stuff. Breath there, but it's fine. I think I should have expected that if there was a lot of monsters. Oh, I just saw. I just looked over to the side and saw Sia pull out the stick right there, so that's how I know that person's coming. The only problem with having too many on it is sometimes multiple of them will use it at the same time. But I guess at least it helps us. You gotta see, like, right there, feel about the stick here. Anyway, I'm gonna do one more battle. That'll probably be enough materials. I think I've got quite a few top materials before, so that has helped out a lot with this round. Oh, cool, that actually worked. Alright, that was not bad. Let them do a daze. Oh, I have to use daze now. It took forever the daze there. Okay, well that seems to be leading to some much faster bursts, so I guess at least we have that. That was quite far away. I will say the bot is really smart in certain abilities. Like sometimes they'll use their ability really quick. Like, as soon as they see that somebody's doing a daze art, they'll already be using their burst art. Basically. Okay, that's still a pretty cool way of doing them. Anyway, the idea of this videos is to try and make it not as long. I'm not going to have like 50 to 1 hour minute videos like I was before. Instead, I'm going to be only making the videos about 15 to 30 minutes. However, I am going to be covering how to grind every single monster that you need materials from the rank 10 gems. That is the thing that I'm going to be showing. So every single monster that has a rank 10 drop that we need for materials, we are grinding here. Now we're not going to be grinding all of the materials on screen since we don't need those. Also, if you need common Urchon materials, it isn't too hard to get those as well, because there are some other Urchon literally right nearby that you can use the quick kill strategy on to get through them. If we wait long enough, we might be able to actually get a daze off. Maybe not after that art use. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother with it. I think just normally it's gonna be faster. Okay, we got a couple of comments out of that. One thing you can do to reduce the drop rate of like is do some other stuff. Also, there's some Urchon over there, so there's quite a few other options if you want some commons instead of these, since I know commons are a little bit more trickier to get off of unique monsters, since they do have higher chance to drop purples. But anyways, that's not what we're here to talk about. So that one's done, so now we need to move on to the next monster. When I get this done, we are going to be getting the upper tier for a gem. Now, alright, so this one, unfortunately, Scorpoxes are also kind of hard to grind. It is slightly higher than, like, the previous one, although it's kind of tricky. So, essentially, this loop is actually kind of similar to more of the other loops we've done before. We go up to Etchel Howl, and then we basically just run up and kill other stuff. Now, because this is a really weak monster, then there's actually two ways you can do this. You can actually just run through Etchel Hollow normally and kill the scorpions in here, rinse and replay it. So, normally you could go up and get the unique if you want, but that unique, I think, is only a level 15, 16 enemy. So, it's not going to really give you that much experience. Remember what I said, that purple materials are much easier to collect. Now, if you want common materials, then I'll actually just show that off first before I'm forgetting. You're going to want to go up here and just kind of move to this other area here. This will be basically in an upper area. This is also in the middle of the Dawn Desert. Here you'll see that there's some slightly weaker Scorpoxes, so there are plenty you can get around here. And then, ooh, actually, that's not the right Great Stone. But yeah, this whole area is just littered with scorpions that are like the extra other enemies. So if you need normal materials, just kill all the enemies up here. It won't actually take that long. But if you need purple materials, which is what we're after, you do not want to go up there at all. Instead, you're going to want to head into this cave over here, hence why we unlocked it in the first place. Note, you need to have completed a side quest to go in here, otherwise you will not even be able to go in here. And also, you need to clear that out anyways, to begin with. Now, if we had not do this key strat, we would have to do the down level strategy again. And even if we didn't do the down level strategy, it'd be kind of tedious to get materials off of this. Basically, though, it's not actually that hard, though, to get the hang of it. Still, though, by going into this cave, we find slightly harder enemies, which is nice and welcome. If you get not enough battle, you can also daze and burst them. Basically, though, you just want to walk around the entire length of this cave, basically picking on every Scorpox along the way. You'll also fight a couple of elites along the way. When you get to the elites, you basically can start the usual daze burst combo again. Topple is being really tense. Thankfully, there are a couple of elites you can break off, so while it initially appears like you can't grind a lot here, well, we actually can quite a bit. Since we already missed a daze combo setup, I'm gonna let them do the daze this time. kind of unlucky if our characters regularly missing days opportunities. I think they all ended up using it at one star. Really hurt. Unfortunately, didn't quite get the burst combo there we wanted. Miss on that Draco there. Killed right before the day burst came out. Anyways, you basically just walk through this whole cave all the way to the end. Then you can kind of trip out this side area over here if you want. Now that I think of it, isn't there no unique? I'm really confused where this is. I am actually gonna just straight up teleport over here. I want to see what's going on. Okay, alright, I was right. Okay, he was just higher up. And here's the unique. You can actually go for that whole cave, go back, then walk up all the way up here. In fact, if you want common materials, then I'll kind of just show the route after a little bit. You just kind of want to do uncombo materials. By the way, you get so many monsters here that you can get probably just as much materials just doing other stuff. Annoyingly, these enemies are kind of tanky, so they really need getting breaking. Like, they straight up will dodge your breaks quite a bit, which is annoying. I like how we're 99, basically at 25, and freaks still are refusing to hit. Anyways, yeah, a couple of days combos before it goes down, but ultimately not really that useful unless you go around here and start killing other enemies. So what you'd actually do, I'll show the map, is you're going to want to start here. You're going to want to head down for the whole cave until you get that done. Port back up, at which point you will find another few amounts of enemies here. And then you just walk up this area to where the unique is and go and get the unique. And while you're here, kill all the other Scorpoxes along the way. They are only 24, so the drops are much rarer to get, but it is a nice alternative if you want to get common materials in there too. I think I have plenty of them though, but I just want to at least show the route of what to do. As for the fast routes for... there's a much better way to do that. Thankfully, this is a very good route, though, in terms of farming the Scorpions. As you can see, they're literally all over the area, so just doing the insta-kill strategy, you can get a lot of points here. And unfortunately, level yourself down doesn't really make much of a difference. You probably still only get about 2 or 3 materials from the monster up on the top, and maybe 1 or 2 days or so on each shower one before you'll be done. Also, ignore the crawly caterpillars that also need their materials, but then again, we have so much other ways to get their materials. There's also a few of them littered around the earth. Like I said, this area is just filled with Scorpoxes, so they're actually pretty easy to find here. The problem is they're only found here. So, that's what makes it so difficult. Oh my gosh, that one's stuck. You know what? Let's end his wife first. Ultimately, pretty fast kills if you know what you're doing. Now, if you want to do this the fast way, then what you want to do is immediately after finishing that cave, or even later as you get to the end, want to target a random enemy, go in, give up, and then when you're in the cave, there's actually an even better strategy you could do, and I'm going to show that. So, alright, so now, assuming you want to farm purple materials, this is what you want to do. You basically just head straight down here and kill all these higher level Scorpoxes rather than the weaker ones. There's quite a few to slay here, and because they are higher level, they will give you a lot better chances of getting the purple. At the cost of, you can't really get a full break combo on them most of the time, so it is a little bit tedious. I guess you could always lower yourself down, but then the grind will just take really long, so that gets kind of boring. Obviously, if you can find some lucky monsters, that's really helpful since they'll have a higher chance of dropping purples. Ooh, we actually got a burst off. It seems kind of random whether or not you will get a burst off or not. Even if you do get a burst off, you're probably only going to get one in most of the regular fights, if not nothing at all. The big thing you're after, though, is this elite over here. So that's probably the best drop rate. Also, one thing you can do as a backup, but not recommended, you can just have your other characters on bubbles so they won't actually interfere with your combos, or the enemies will last longer, although the only thing I do is basically, I could show Yumi. She does the most damage, so I want to purposely not use her arts as much. This just ensures that the monster lasts as long as possible, and then I kind of just let the other characters do their thing. Typically, you get about 2 or 3 bursts here before you're done. Okay, there goes the burst of the other characters that use their talent art there. And that's it. But basically, you're gonna run down killing every single enemy in this area. However, what you do next, and you're probably not going to be surprised at all what we're gonna do next, is actually, not going to surprise you at all, but is actually kind of inventive, but actually it's pretty nice. That topple, for some reason, got delayed. I'm pretty sure we have a toppler character. Yeah, actually, ooh. Xena is a toppler. I think she might have missed her topple then. That could have happened. I don't know. So if you're wondering, yeah, I think Xena missed her topple there. I do have a setup that has one person with a break and one person with a topple right away. Annoyingly enough, I do not have an instant use yet, so I feel like I have a weekend setup because of that. So whatever my Q's healer is, or if I do have it, no, I have an ATM healer. I was saying maybe change those M-Shum to Medic-Hunter to get a daze off of that, but that isn't really required since I can actually just get days up with Uni just as fast. But anyways, kill all the enemies here, and then when you run out, just drop into the pit and die. This resets, as you might guess, resets every single enemy in the pit, which means you can walk back down, and they will all be respawned. So that's basically what we are going to be doing, at least when we end up actually grinding this one. So we're basically just going to be either quick killing the enemies or doing other stuff. There we go. Oh, we got a rank up with Noah. Nice. Okay, so we're gonna change him. Actually, nah, he's already Medic-Gunner. I was about to say we could make him a Medic-Gunner, but he already is Medic-Gunner. Alright, so we're gonna have them just go in order for now. I don't know what else I can do better. We're gonna do Tactician. We want to get all of his healers done just so we don't have to worry about it. Oh, let's probably do Thaumaturge first since that has a burst. Then we can put break on him as well and have break, topple, and daze at the same time. Alright, pretty quick change. I guess one thing I could do is change some DPS stuff around. So, instead of having this Everkeeves random class with not much other stuff, I'm thinking I can just change Taion to... There we go, that should fix most of our problems. We'll auto-build him, since it doesn't really matter what setup we have. If anything, we probably want to recharge more than anything, so... We'll just quickly give him... Where's Defender Boost? It's all the way down here. Oh, I should bring that to the top. Protector's Pride is what we want. But I figure having that will have a daze set up because then I could combine that with a burst, which means Taion has a way to get an insta-burst, meaning he basically just burst at the very start of the battle, and that'll also give us our days, so we don't have to worry about that. It's probably something I should have done in hindsight, but didn't really think of it. And again, we don't really need more than one attacker for the grind, so I feel like just dropping one attacker might actually help us out a little bit with the grind. So you know what? I'm just going to keep Lance as it is. I think Lance is fine. If anything, we probably need the extra healing for life stage anyways, and Medigunner's support will help out a little bit. Specifically, the days should help out. Alright, there we go. So now we should be able... Now we should have a single combo. So that means no matter what, we should have a break, topple, and a daze. Except, of course, when the topple is late or misses. Hopefully that time it works. And because of that, typically by now we'll have a second topple off. And yes, Miyabi, if you're wondering, is the Insta-burst. That's another reason why we want Miyabi basically throughout this entire guide. So, if anybody likes Miyabi, then congratulations! You're gonna see a lot of Miyabi throughout this grind, because Miyabi is straight up the best hero to use for this grind, because he's one of the few characters that starts the first right away. You can get around that by having the Troubadour instead, but I don't really find the Troubadour class itself as useful. So I think just having Miyabi will more than cover for the other stuff. And I will say that setup helped out a lot more. So already we're getting a lot more material drops from the enemies. Although we are killing them slower, we are getting more materials, which is probably what we need. Keep in mind, the idea of the gem grind is not to go fast, but to get materials. I honestly probably should have dropped an attacker sooner. The only reason I'm not dropping a second attacker is, well, we need at least one ogre anyways, because, like, it just makes all of the events easier to hit. Yeah. So now all of the main arts should be off cooldown. So those will get used probably. Do a combo with this very quickly. Oh, the topple missed there. He has an evasion art as well. Okay, that worked. I will say this is working a lot better for grinding the materials. So yeah. Overall, going a lot faster, which I think is pretty nice. Oh, Meal fell off. That's why she spawned dead. Fell off. Off the side of the cliff. She had to break, which means we won't be able to hold combo right away. But otherwise, yeah, pretty simple setup here. Having a bright Day's first combo at the start with those characters set up, I will say I probably should have had that set up to begin with. I mean, this will definitely help out with the grind. But yeah. You can probably do a different setup and be fine, but ideally you want at least one character with the top ult, so you start with that right away. One character with a burst, you start with that right away. So on and so forth. You basically just want to have the ability to instantly unleash a full Days combo, and now we just drop down here. Alright, and yeah, that's about it. We just do this grind for a little bit, and let's actually, I'm gonna go for a bit longer. I want to see how my items are doing, because eventually I am gonna go and get an item. Let's see here. We have more Scorpox exoskeletons and armored and pincers. Those must be rarer, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what is. I will say though, having this instant combo will help out a lot with just getting the other stuff, and then hopefully by then we have at least enough for a partial combo, or at least up to another burst. So yeah, now we can burst these enemies twice in one battle. Though a lot of it is RNG, unfortunately. It depends on how fast the arts want to get up and whether or not they choose not to go to Avessa. It's also the main reason why I don't always use arts with Uni. Okay, having a second character will not matter as long as we focus our attacks on one of them. One good thing is we will keep about having an extra monster in is we will keep our materials. Well, more specifically, we'll keep our art chart rather than having to get it back from the beginning. So we should be able to immediately do another first combo on the next monster as it comes in. The only problem is, I think we still have a full of damage boosting items, so it might go down really fast though. Oh, okay, we're able to still get a burst. I guess I should probably fix that too. Just take these off. Anytime I can take these off, I'm gonna probably just replace them with like maybe something different. I'll just go for a recommended item. So I'll have a Vos Rain instead. Do you still have that? Nope. Okay. Alright, only one character had that, so that Quick Fix should help out. Alright. Dexterity is probably the thing I want to be stacking on most of these characters, though necessarily a lot of it might be a good idea just to help out with accuracy. I decided to put that on. I found out dexterity is kind of mixed. I heard it's defense in some games. In this game, it's accuracy. So it determines how likely your attack is to hit. wasted his days there. There's the recharge run. That was very late burst. Ideally you want them to burst as soon as possible, but sometimes they'll take forever to burst. There we go. Now we're starting to get it. Oh, perfect. That might have killed though. Or maybe somebody else killed. Alright. We got the armored scorpion pinchers we need. Oh, Miyabi fell off this time. Sometimes they'll teleport out before dying. This time around it did not happen. Yo, first. Just wanted to get some extra materials in case I need it, but I don't need them anymore. What is that? Sometimes it can take a really long time just to find a camp at all. That is a thing that can get tedious, but anyway, we found it. It's fine. I'm gonna get our rank 10 gem now, so we can get more ultra rare materials. And then to start the next video, we'll get our third 10 gem as well. So let's do that now. There we go. Now we need, yeah, lots of stuff now. Well, it's about to get much harder. Well, I guess we just straight up have very little enemies on this stuff. So yeah, this will take a bit longer, but that's fine. Pin these materials and get ready to look at stuff. But otherwise, unfortunately, that's going to be the end of this episode. No surprise there. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, though. If you like, you enjoy it, comment, rate, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.